We are going to record a very inexpensive guitar and amp, current products from Guitar Center that you could get very cheap. This guitar is an Epiphone Les Paul, costs $200 at Guitar Center. It is completely stock. It has been set up by my guitar guy, but that's it. I got 9.5 gauge strings on there, which is the Primo Slinkies, and then a little modeling practice amp, which is a Fender Mustang LT-25. And it's got 30 presets that you can adjust, and then it's got 30 other sets that you could make yourself and save yourself. Pretty cool amp. You could hook up a pedal to it and pick between two different sounds that you want the pedal to A and B. And then also it has a headphone jack and an auxiliary input, so you could plug your phone or whatever device and play along to it. This amp is very cool for practicing. I don't always want to power up full Marshall stacks and a bunch of tube amps when I'm just playing around and coming up with ideas. So this is a cool amp to practice with. It's got one 8-inch speaker. It is very light and very small. We are going to record this with one Shure SM57 into an API 312 through the Burrow mothership in the Pro Tools with no processing. Okay, we're going to go through and hear some of these simulations to see if they're any good. The first one I have is number 30, and it is an acoustic simulator. So let's hear that real quick. Not a bad sound, but it doesn't sound like an acoustic to me. It sounds like an electric guitar, clean tone. Let's go to something else. Let's see what we got. Got a blues lead here. Now, all the effects could be adjusted for each preset and then saved. I'm just going with the dead stock preset sound. That actually sounds like a simulation to me. Got some surf music, number 25. A nice flanger. Touch of wah. Let's hear this. That could be kind of cool. Let's hear it in the middle position. Number 15 is clean delay. Let's hear this. It's a very wet sound so far that I'm noticing. I understand that you could go in and adjust the effects on this amp, and that's very cool, and then you could save your own presets. But what I think would be really cool on this amp is if they added an overall wet dry to the effect signal. So that way you could dial in as much of it as you want. That would make this amp super versatile. Not that it isn't already. Metal lead. Let's hear this. Sounds like a metal lead to me, but it does sound processed. British Rhythm, preset number 10. Let's hear this. Country picking. Sounds like the guitar's getting out of tune. Let's use the tuner. So you hold the tap button, and it sounded like that G. So let me hear this. And it is severely out of tune. That's the one thing I noticed with this guitar. The pickups could be on the muddy side. I'm used to the custom buckers in my 92 standard, which are super crystal clear. The pickups could be a little muddy, but overall they're okay. But the tuners are horrible on this guitar. They don't feel good. It's constantly slipping out of tune. So I think this could be a nice guitar if the tuners were swapped out. Classic rock. Let's hear this. Chicago Blues. Silky solo. All right, so that's it with the Epiphone. I want to go grab my 92 standard and let's hear what that guitar sounds like. This is my 92 standard that I absolutely completely upgraded. It had a broken neck that I repaired. You can't even tell with the naked eye. Completely upgraded with Faber hardware, tailpiece and studs, Faber hardware bridge posts. The actual bridge is from a 1974 Les Paul Custom. The pickups are custom buckers, which absolutely make the guitar literally custom shop worthy. I just love this guitar. For a beginner's amp or a practice amp, it is really cool. It's super light. You can carry it around. You just got to make the deciding factor if this amp is right for you. It's right for me because it's a cool practice amp. I don't have to power up my Marshall half stacks when I just want to fiddle around. And overall, it's just a great amp. So it does sound like an amp simulator, though. It doesn't sound like a real amp. Let me know what you think. Take care.